welcome Pramit to Dheya Masterpieces. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Suruchi. I'm doing pretty fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. So, how have you been in this lockdown? Being a doctor, what did you do? Because I would really like to know a doctor's perspective on this whole thing.
Right. So, Suruchi, for the past 6.5 years, I have been away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally came home just before this lockdown started, not because of the lockdown, but purely for personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, it has, on a personal front, given me a lot of time to, spend quality time with my parents, which was really needed. As a doctor, I'm not so sure how much of a contribution I have been during this period because I have been working on personal fronts as of now. But I can tell you, as a person, it has given me a time to reflect on the past and to
Mm-hmm.
introspect within myself, which probably helping me making changes within myself and thus evolve as a person. And I hope that will help, to serve the society at large better and myself better. So
Right.
also during this period has also, inspired a lot of creativity. So I have been trying my hand out at the keyboard and I have been playing that since the start of the lockdown.
Right.
And I have been doing some research work and publications which are pertaining to COVID-19. So that is what I have been up to during this time.
So, Pramit, like you said,
Yes.
you're working a lot in the lockdown and you have been reflecting on your past. So, can you describe your career journey to me and to our viewers as well?
Yes, sure, I definitely can. So my schooling was from South Point High School in Kolkata, where I have spent a major portion of 15 years of my early life, 15 memorable years. And during the fag end of my school life, I was exposed to basic neurosciences while representing my school and subsequently my city in a competition known as the National Brain Bee.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing that and subsequently in winning laurels there, I was exposed to neurosciences and it invoked a lot of curiosity in me to get to know that subject better.
Yeah.
Subsequently, in 2013, I moved to Bangalore to pursue my MBBS under Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, where my second alma mater was Aditya Chandra Institute of Medical Sciences. As a medical student there, I indulged in research work
Mm-hmm.
and I went forward and I did some publications and I co-authored oral presentations under the guidance of very supportive and helpful and able mentors. Also, keeping in line with this newfound enthusiasm for neuroscience, I delved into the subject of psychiatry.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, I was fortunate enough to represent firstly my college and then my state and then the entire South Zone in state, South Zonal, and subsequently national psychiatric competitions, which were conducted by the Indian Psychiatric Society. And I can proudly say that I won all of them.
Yeah.
But what it actually helped me was it helped me in a way that it strengthened that curiosity and now which had turned to love for the workings of the brain and the mind. It strengthened its roots inside me.
Right.
So once I graduated in 2019 with my MBBS degree, I joined as a junior resident in the Department of Psychiatry in my college, and I then worked for a period of around 9 months there. And now I'm currently in the process of clearing my US medical licensing examination steps. And I'm also indulging in further research activity and publication work. So
Right.
that has been my career journey until now, Suruchi.
It is quite impressive whatever you have described to me until now. So, Pramit, where did you find Dheya in your career journey?
Very pertinent question. I'll be very happy to hear it, and I'll try to do justice to the question in as brief as I can. So I met with Dheya and more particularly Anand sir in 2008 when I was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very troubled time for me because I was dealing with the onset of a rare autoimmune disorder which had no cure back then and even now.
Yeah.
And my parents were of the opinion that it would serve me well if somebody experienced was there to probably give me some direction in life because that is what I was lacking.
Yeah.
Subsequently, which followed were sessions with Anand sir, which I would have to emphasize served more as life counseling sessions more than career counseling.
Right.
And that was the need of the hour for me back then.
Yeah.
He is the person who gave me the push in life which was direly required during that time. He helped me to overcome certain inhibitions of mine. He gave me the courage to dream and the courage to believe that I can go ahead and I can achieve whatever it is that I want in life. He introduced me to the concept of visualization, the power of visualization, and as a result he made me believe in myself through all these processes. And you know, he also stressed upon the fact that I should be using my potential to do good for the world, which was inherently one thing which was there in me, but he stressed on that fact.
Right.
So he, in total, revolutionized my entire views about the world and life back then at a very tender, impressionable age of 14 years. And I have to say that as a direct result of all of his motivation, I mean, it bore fruits very immediately. And
Right.
since then, I have been soaring higher and higher in life, and I have never had to look back in life per se. What I chose as my career thereafter were dictations of my own life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But what is to be noted out here is that what Anand sir did for me paved the way for those life experiences and even more life changing ones thereafter. So that is how Dheya factors into my life. And, I have nothing but a heart full of gratitude for Dheya and for Anand sir.
Right. Thank you for such kind words for Anand sir. Well, Pramit, you mentioned that you're preparing for the US medical license, and you were also told that you have to use your inner skills for the betterment of the world. So, what plans do you have for the next 5 or 10 years of your career?
Right, Suruchi. So the plan that I have for myself is to be established as a surgeon scientist. That is a not a very common combination, because even though surgeons do go forward and they do engage in research, a surgeon scientist is a very novel field.
Yeah.
So that is what I want to combine in my life. I want to probably end up as a neurosurgeon engaged in translational research work in neurosciences, and thereby help transform lives for the better, hopefully. That is my goal for myself, and that is where I see myself in the next 10 years. Yes, that would be it.
Okay. It was really nice talking to you, Pramit. Thank you for connecting with me today. And I
Thank
wish you
you.
best of luck for your future endeavors.
Thank
And
you so much.
also, really thank you for being a part of the mega event. Well, actually, I would like to ask you, how was your experience with the mega event?
It was a first of a kind experience for me, and I was really glad that I could be there. And I was glad that I could share my journey and my experience to all the viewers who were there. And I
Yeah.
am really thankful to Dheya for giving me that opportunity. And it was a truly unique and wonderful experience for me.
Right.
Thank you very much for that, too.
It was really good having you. The viewers were very happy, and Anand was very happy. So,
I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually glad to hear that.
yes, yes. So, Pramit, to end this interview, do you have any message for the viewers that you'd like to give?
Yes, Ruchi, as a matter of fact, I do. At the risk of sounding like a preacher, I'd still go forward and say something which I have learned through my own life experiences. And I believe that the one thing that is certain to us all in life except death is hardship.
Yeah.
We all, being mortal beings, go through certain hardships in life which are unique to us all
Yeah.
throughout life.
Mhm.
I also believe that all of us are here to serve a higher purpose in life.
Mhm.
And sometimes some of us end up spending a lot of time in trying to comprehend what that purpose might be, or in trying to identify it. So, what I learned through my life, and thereby I adopted as my motto, is this simple Latin phrase called per aspera ad astra, which simply means through hardships to the stars. Now, what this phrase means to me is simply this, that if we do not allow the difficulties in our lives to overpower us and to overwhelm us and to drown us into despair and desperation,
Mhm.
then these difficulties can also serve as fodder for the soul and help fuel probably generation of higher ideals in life,
Right.
practicing which one can probably achieve greatness. So, my humble message to the viewers out of my own personal life experience would be to try and reach the stars through hardships. Per aspera ad astra. That would be my message to all the viewers out there.
Thank you so much, Pramit. It was a wonderful message and it was really nice talking to you. And best of luck for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Suruchi. It was my pleasure to be here today.
Thank you so much.